Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the SMU Mustangs and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. The Mustangs kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. You start the season, top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Wolverines. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Could not make his way to the corner. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
Floats it out in space. Crosses the 40. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense, but through the air, like not on the ground right now. They're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage, and right now, it's all through the air.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Looking for more room. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Mustangs, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. There's a crease. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, SMU!
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Gets it almost to the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 29, and a solid return there. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. That's caught. It's Marshall. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The run inside. It's Marshall. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
And nice job by the defense. Understanding 2nd and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the 3rd down and short.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Quarterback will keep it. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Play action with Underwood. Makes the grab. It's Marsh. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Throwing. Underwood. Steps away to find some room. Grabs it. And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Lets it fly. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
He's piled up 65 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. Here's Underwood to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. It'll be a draw. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
We're halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. He'll try it again. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Mustangs send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. A low line drive and short kick. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
And no matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they've built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
Underwood unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Marsh. Turning it on! And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. On the ground with the counter. There's some room. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown,
offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense is ready to go on the attack. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
To the air, it's Jennings. Gets it out quickly. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Wide receiver going in motion. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Spits it out to the back. That pass is incomplete. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on third and long. They go play action. Bryce Underwood looking left. He makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Wolverines line it up with a first and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point splits the uprights. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he pumps it up inside the 20. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job with ball security.
Might have a chip. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
There he goes. The 40. Past the 20. All the way. Touchdown Mustangs.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got a man. It's Buchanan. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Underwood on the play action. Throwing right. Working the big fella to the corner. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Underwood. Here he goes breaking the pocket. It's complete. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Jennings. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. SMU spends his 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down. Hold on
the offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, looking to pass. He's brought down, couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Here's Underwood to throw. Here comes the heat. Trying to buy time. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Absolutely perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Red Raiders, with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throws to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
Unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Sets up the screen.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Hale. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. And the Mustangs are facing 3rd and inches. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way.
Other scores throughout the country. Slippery Rock, 38. Seton Hill University, 20.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man downfield. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early.
And nice play by the QB, understanding when to get the ball out. This is something that I guarantee you, Palmer, you and your receivers did all the time at Florida. Just the timing, knowing when the...
Could be an alley. Sweet cut there. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football on the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because it was a great job by this running back.
Touchdown, Michigan! He got it, beat down in bounds!
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Pressure coming. Plucks it out of the air.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Michigan! And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point was good.
Set to kick this one.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive feat down, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. To the air, it's Jennings. That's reeled in, it's Cooper. Breaks into the open. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Offense in a split backfield. Looking to fire. Buys a little time. He's going to take off. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Oh, he makes the catch. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, going to the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Escapes the pressure going right. Fires on the move. Pulls it in. It's Marshall. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Picks up the first down. Finding... Got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
And he'll bring it back. Oh, he's going to bring it out. And the returner will be brought down.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. He leaves it with his back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Fires to the middle. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Bringing it back. And he's out of bounds at the 2. Almost a pick 6, but they're set up on the doorstep.
Well, you can't blame this offense for wanting to be aggressive. They're down by a lot on the scoreboard here, and that time going 4 verticals, trying to stretch the defense, see if someone can get open. But, David, the defense was expecting it, and they were able to come away with the INT.
Yeah, the only thought I have right now, Jesse, is I'm playing deep. I can't give up the big plays. I want to make them earn it. The clock is my friend. Getting the lead, having the lead in the 4th quarter. Nice execution by this defense, and this one ain't over, but it's looking more like it.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeper. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Firing to the right, complete. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Mustangs in a good spot here with second and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Throws for the tight end. He's open on the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Snagged out of the air. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
Wants to throw. It's Jennings. They're working that left side, and they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And this has been a